In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create this curl design effect in PowerPoint. As you can see here, I have just added this shape in PowerPoint and I have added one image which I've downloaded from the net, and I've put the option here, option A. You can add the detailed text, then option B and option C. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe it now and make sure to enable the bell notification icon, and also like and share my channel PowerPoint University. And if you'd like to support my channel, you can do it through PayPal or Patreon. The link is provided in the video description section. So let's start the tutorial. Add a new slide, go to view, enable the guides, then go to insert shapes. From the rectangle, select the rectangle, draw the rectangle in the center, maybe this much size or depending on your requirement, and make sure it is aligned center. And then shape outline, make it no outline, and I'm going to give a gradient fill for this. So right mouse click, go to format shape and select the gradient fill. So here I've already added the gradient fill, but let me just show you what I did exactly. I have selected the type as linear here, and direction you can just choose any direction, left or right. And then I'm going to add one stop, first stop, where I'm going to use a gray color, and then the other stop I'm going to select the white color here, and then just bring it somewhat closer. You can see here the difference. You can see here the gap is reduced, the gray color. And here also I did the same thing. I put the white and gray, and let me just put something like this so that it looks like it is giving a twisted effect here. All right, so this is the first one. Because it is not clearly visible, let me just change the background. So I'm just going to give any dark color background like this, or any other color which you feel better. You can just choose any color of your choice. So let me just select with this color, and then I'm going to duplicate this by pressing Ctrl D, and I'm just going to reduce the size. You can see here from both the ends I'm just going to reduce the size, and let me just bring it more down, something like this, and press Ctrl D, and I'm going to put one more here, and I'm going to increase the size a little bit, so you end up getting this shape. Now I'm going to join this shape with the help of a freeform shape. For that you have to go to insert shapes, and from the lines you need to select the freeform. So I'm just going to click it here. You can see here I can click one here and one more here, and just make sure that it is attached. Then once you attach, it will give you this color, something like this. Let me just show you. And if you feel that this is not properly aligned, you can just right mouse click, edit point, and you can increase it according to your requirement, something like this. Then I'm going to do the same thing for the top. Go to insert shapes. Let me just zoom in so that you can understand what exactly I'm trying to do. And then I'm going to select the freeform shape. Again, from this end I'm going to click on this end, and here I'm going to click this much size. You can see here, and then click here, and then again right mouse click if you want to edit it and give more space or width or whatever. You can just do like this. So this is this one, and then you can do similarly for the top. For that, go to insert shapes, again freeform shape. Let me just zoom in again, and from here I'm going to click it here and again here, and make sure that it is attached. You can see here, and then I'm just going to press Ctrl D, duplicate, rotate it. You can see here I can flip horizontal and then flip vertical. You end up getting this shape, and then just put it here. Now we have to make sure that I'm just selecting all these four, and make sure that shape outline is no outline. And then here I'm going to insert one image which I have downloaded. This particular image, you can see here, this kind of image I've downloaded from the unsplash.com. So I'm going to use this particular image. Now before adding this image, what you need to do is you have to just select this, all the blue ones, and press Ctrl G to group it, and then go to the fill and click on picture or texture fill. So by default I have selected before, that's the reason it is coming here. Or you have to just go to insert and From file, you have to just locate the file where it is in your PC. You have to select and use it here. So it looks something like this. Let me just remove this guides, and then you can see here you can just select and make sure you have to send this to back. And then if you want, you can give some shadow effect. For that, go to insert shapes, select the oval shape, draw the oval shape here, maybe this much size. Shape outline, make it no outline, and shape fill, give black color and increase somewhat transparency level, and then go to effects and under soft edges increase the size. You can see here something like this, and then just put it and then just send this to back. So it looks something like this. Again, press Ctrl D, and I'm just going to add it here also, one more, and then you can just select this and then send this to back. As well as I'm just going to add one more at the bottom, reduce the size, you can see here, and then send this to back. So you can see here the shadow effect had been created. Now it's time to add the options. So go to insert text box. I'm just going to say here A or 1 2 3, whichever way you want, you can just do it. Again, I'm going to use the same color, make it bold, increase the size, maybe 40 is enough, put it here A, Control D, I'm going to select this one and put it here, and Control D, and I'm just going to add it here. So this is A, this is B, and this is C. So go to insert. Now I'm going to add the detailed text. Just add your text here, give some gray color, reduce the font size, Control D to duplicate, just add for all three options something like this. And for this, if you want to give some shadow effect also, you can give some shadow effect, so it looks something like this. So a very important thing here is you have to group these. Otherwise what happens here is, if I ungroup this, this part, if I ungroup it, it looks something like this, it doesn't look good. So you have to just group it and do the things first. So the design is ready. If you want to add some icons also, you can add some icons either inside or outside of this area.